Hey, she's been driving a dead man Chevy, wondering when she got so damn heavy. Hey, what's the word? Welcome to the next episode of Sunday Sidecar, the series where we dive into the nitty-gritty of the previous Tuesday Ukeday ditty from yours truly, Uke Brute. This week's episode, How to Live Otherwise. So I just want to start off by saying if you did enjoy the song, or even if you didn't enjoy the song, check out the audio version in the SoundCloud link below in the descriptions. I think the balance is a little bit better on that, personal opinion. But to the song. So I don't remember the writing process for this melody. It was a little over a year ago, maybe about a year ago at this point, But once I cobbled that together through, trial and error, hit or miss, I had a kind of a haunting, daunting vibe to me. And so I was kind of rolling with that when I came up with the lyrics, and that's what kind of inspired this narrative of story, because I wanted a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of a suspense type of vibe. And once I established that, I was thinking of something like Pacific Northwest, not really set in stone what time period, 90s. I had like a very Lynchian, Twin Peaks-esque kind of idea in mind, and that's where I was rolling with this. And so, yeah. Anyway, so that's where, that's where everything kind of comes together. So we end up with this woman who's driving a dead man Chevy. In my mind, at least, I know it's not in the song, but it's kind of like a late 80s, early 90s pickup truck, Chevy pickup. Didn't really add that line. Anyway, but just, for whatever it's worth. But, she's shuffling, scared her whole life. She just wants to start fresh, go somewhere new. And, but yeah, it also instills these mysteries. Why is she driving a dead man Chevy? Did she have anything to do with his death? How did she get the car? Why is she trying to outrun her past? Why is she so scared? Why has she always been so scared? And so, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to establish with that, kind of instill some of that mystery, that sense of setting and everything. So, but, once the refrain drops in, we get this shift where all of a sudden we learn that she's pretty fucking tough. And, she has the aptitude or the capacity for great things. And, so she's going to be fine. She's going to pull through. Or at least the narrator thinks so. And that kind of gets into the next point where, we have these ghosts that don't even haunt her. They tell her jokes, but they want to swap out her life for theirs because, she don't know how to live otherwise. And like, that kind of gets to the crux of what the song's kind of about. And that's that she doesn't realize her strength. She doesn't realize this fortitude that she has in her. She doesn't realize her potential for greatness. And that's something we all too often get hung up on, all the time. We get hung up on our past and we let that define us instead of letting the new opportunities available to us, define us in that sense. Like, yeah, sure, okay, obviously the lived experiences that we have, they no doubt play a big role in building our character and establishing our personality traits, but that history is not the be-all, end-all. It's just shit that's happened. So yeah, sure, while it might be kind of etched into the eternal record, whatever, so to speak, it doesn't matter. We don't have to dwell on it. And we have this ability to have a blank slate ahead of us, The tabula rasa of the future awaits. And so, yeah, it's a little cliche, a little whatever, but what the song is about. And she just has to realize that. But then even going back to those ghosts, I realized as I was kind of reviewing this song in anticipation of this video or in preparation of this video that it seems like the narrator is actually one of those ghosts. All of the ghosts that haunt other folks tell her the jokes and they beg her for. So it seems like just from this like omnipresent point of view that we're getting, it wasn't my intention. Can I say it is now though? Sure, why not? It's there. But I mean, we can even like yeah, it kind of gets to the song. It's like, don't let your past define you when you have the potential to do great things or to be better than what you had going on in the past. So yeah, that's kind of the basics of it. I guess we can kind of like dive into some, or explore some of the language used for the lyrics to kind of support this theme, or just kind of play it out a little bit more. I guess maybe that. Well, we kind of talked about the initial part, but the refrain. She's got the fortitude of 42 caribou. I think she's gonna pull through. It might seem kind of just random words chosen for the sake of slant rhyme, internal rhyme, some consonants, some assonance, or whatever. But there's a little bit going on there, a little bit more than might meet the eye. So, first of all, like, why would anyone want the fortitude of caribou? That doesn't even make any sense, right? But, like I said, I was trying to place the setting of the song kind of like in a Pacific Northwest, kind of up there, and I think that the caribou, well, I don't know their full range, but I'm guessing, they're gotta be up there somewhere. And so she's, like the lady's driving around, so that kind of pulls into just a little bit more of establishing the scene. Meanwhile, like, the fortitude of caribou, it's like horsepower, we measure things in horsepower. Why not measure fortitude and caribou fortitude, or like, badger courage or something, or I guess maybe lion courage, just based off the Wizard of Oz. Whatever, you get the point. Horsepower, caribou fortitude, and then 42. I mean, it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And so, this woman is also seeking answers. It just kind of ties it all together. They're not just randomly chosen words just for the sake of it, just because they sound, kind of cool, or just because, caribou is like a fourth rhyme with Xanadu, which I guess at that point, it might not be apparent, but that's an allusion to specifically the Samuel Taylor Coleridge poem Kubla Khan, where Xanadu is essentially a pleasure dome. Not essentially, it is a pleasure dome, like a paradise of sorts, and trying to reach it, trying to reestablish it, it kind of goes along with that song. With that poem. I won't get into the whole vision of a woman with a dulcimer and, the narrator, if they can revive that song, lead to, delight and great things, and the revitalization of Xanadu, of the pleasure dome. But it kind of, again, speaks to, some of that, what's going on with the song. So they're not just kind of like these, again, random forced rhymes that I'm just trying to make work for the song. There's a little bit of a deeper meaning there, if you look for it. And in fact, deeper meaning and everything. Okay, now that's really cliche. And on that note, we'll probably wrap up the song now, because that's about all I have to say in the first place. But yeah, once again, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And check back soon for another Ditty From.